If it's been a while since you've read the U.S. Constitution, the line of succession is, well, the incumbent ruler is the Commissar of Contagion, followed by the Vice Commissar, then the Speaker of the Centers for Disease Control, the President Pro Tem of Climate Change, the Doctor of Education of Delaware, and then the old guy sleeping naked in the stable in Wilmington and chasing the dog around. In totally unrelated news, in the city of San Francisco this year, there have been 173 deaths from Chi-Com-19, but 621 deaths from drug overdoses. That's basically a 50% increase in fatal drug overdoses since last year, and the additional deaths alone, 180, outnumber those 173 COVID deaths. But for some reason, that's of no interest to our all-powerful experts. Alex Berenson is a former New York Times reporter and author of Unreported Truths, and no one knows more about this subject than he does. He joins us now. Alex, we've been at this thing for 10 months now, and as California demonstrates, they still have no ideas other than lockdown.
Yes, and lockdowns don't work, masks don't work. If they did, California wouldn't be seeing 30 or 40 or 50,000 new positive tests a day. And yet, you know, the response from the public health establishment is we're just going to double down on this. We're going to ban all sorts of stuff that seems to be totally irrelevant to the spread of the virus. You know, the virus spreads inside. It spreads, you know, it's airborne. Wearing masks is basically irrelevant to it because the size of the virus is such that unless you're wearing a properly fitted N95 respirator, a mask is basically useless for you. We know all this, and yet it doesn't seem to matter to anybody, or it doesn't seem to matter to anybody in the public health establishment. A lot of Americans seem to have made their own minds up right now, and thus you have more and more people on CNN, et cetera, sort of screeching at the sky and telling us how terrible we are and we're all going to die when there's essentially no evidence for that either.